again. We are,
Hi.
well, we're live now, but you know, when you guys watch it, it won't be so live. You have to check
It
our,
was live when they taped it.
that's right. For those of you that know what that means, wink, wink. Anyways, we're out at Ditmars Orchard right now.
And it's gorgeous.
We got here ahead of time. I got off early from work today. She works from home on Fridays, so it's all good. And we are sitting in this really big chair.
It's
Really
gigantic.
big chair.
We look like little people, although I always look like
She
little
is
people,
little.
so you know it doesn't matter. But
So anyways, I'm gonna pan around real quick so everybody can see what it looks like. Once again, we're at Ditmars Orchard here, I believe, east of Council Bluffs. So I may be wrong. I'm not very good directional wise. But anyways, here's the look at where we're at. And somewhere, when I panned that way behind us, I believe, we've never been here, but we saw a YouTube video. Most of the balloons are going to be back there
we're
tonight.
gonna try to sit or move wherever the most of them are.
And if I can remember, we'll get a time lapse.
Yeah.
I've
I'm gonna try to
always-
get a time lapse of the sunset with the balloons behind it.
So this will probably be one of several videos you'll see tonight of all the events. And depending on how tonight goes, we may or may not come back tomorrow. It's just,
I kind of think we should. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, so neither one of us want to do that, but we could catch the sunrise also, and it's a
Yep.
competition flight. Tonight is a fun flight, and then glow at dusk. So
we'll see. Anyways, we'll keep doing this and hope you like it. And a lot of what we're doing now is still trial and error until we get real gear. So little by little.
this is kind of our first official event. So
That's right, first official.
don't be too hard on us.
Nope. Just like us and spread the word.
And subscribe on YouTube.
That's right. We're also published authors, which that's in the works, and lots of good things. So hold on to your seatbelts. We'll be right back.
first balloons coming in, definitely within an hour. The balloons do have to be down before 7:45 tonight, 7:50 because it's sunset. So it won't be too long. So relax, enjoy the music, enjoy the vendors, and I myself will be taking off here shortly, and we'll see you in a little bit.
It's been a damn long day, and I'm still driving down my road. This cup of coffee's keeping me.
And we're back. Looks like we have a little balloon action with one over the horizon. They had to move. They were in this field, and apparently the wind conditions were such they had to go north. So there's north. And they're supposed to fly overhead and drop some bean bags on a target and then land. See how close I can get. I'm going to zoom back out so you can get kind of a broader feel.
Get your other arm up there, buddy.
You like that water, huh?
It'll be different when
Oh, like water, excuse us.
And I'll do a quick pan around just to get a crowd shot. And we're back at the field where it's supposed to all end, and then they're going to do a glow at dusk. Oh, looks like it's going down now. Oh, I was thinking it was going to be over here. That was short-lived. I'm going to pause it for a minute, and then I'll turn back on when there's another one or two back up. Alright, looks like we now have two up in the air. I'll zoom in for a second and see if I can... Let's see what the second one looks like. That was really fast. Too much, sorry. Back up just a little. You can see both. They look more teardrop. I think they look more fuller. Or full inflation.
Oh, really?
they've all been just coming up for like 2 seconds and then going back down, and they must all be lining up behind those trees together. I bet they'll all come up at one time. I'm trying to catch the sunset. It's like blinding them. Oh, I know, right?
That's the only one that looks like it was fully inflated. Most of them have looked underinflated, and that must be going for a longer flight. I'm not sitting by you.
No, you're right there. You're rocking the sun.
We've seen probably 5 or 6 balloons, and this one is literally overhead. It's about, I would say, 1,000, 1,500 feet above our head. They are supposed to be hitting a marker that's in front and to the right by about 100 feet. And this is the closest he's gotten. I'm going to zoom back out so you can see it. It's a ways up there, but literally above us. And just to give you perspective, he's right over me. The X is right by where those two people are on the other side of that little grassy area. So he's that pilot above me has gotten the closest.
Yeah, but he needs to go that way.
Oh yeah, just a second, a little bit.
It looks like he's coming down a little bit too. Let's see if I can catch that. I'm gonna zoom in really far, see if I can get the ignition.
Have a question mark on it?
Money's still in the couch.
The road and some on the other side of the interstate. But it was a good flight. As you see now, everybody's preparing. Once the balloons are up and set up, I will call you to come out on the field if you'd like to come out on the field and talk to the balloon pilots.
Oh, there you go.
There's a couple rules on that. One, no pets in the field. They'll get scared by the flames anyways. Little kids might want to cover their ears or let them know that because the burners can be quite loud. Just watch out for any kind of lines. And when we call you off the field, we need you to exit the field so they can deflate the balloons. I'll be back here shortly. Once we get the envelopes ready and get them up for you.
Yeah, this is a hobby you really have to love. It's like a huge pain in the ass.
So time consuming for the amount of time they do anything.
Yeah.
I did see a hobby. This guy had a remote, this RC A10 Warthog. That was huge. I was like, that's a hobby I would have. I
Serious dollars there.
probably easy 20, 30,000. Because it was,
Yeah, I suppose.
it was easy 8 to 10 feet from nose to tail. It had a simulated gun, 70 mil cannon on the end of it. We're glad you guys got to come out. We miss you
No,
guys.
I'm glad that we did.
We need a sushi date soon.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Does Jody eat sushi? Remind us.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
We actually got my parents out to eat sushi. So a week ago, my daughter came back. So we were sushi. My mom is not the type of person who would generally eat that kind of stuff. She had some. It's pretty good. No, this part's really interesting. Like, how that works.
Starting the one you're put down a little close, but
Like what?
a little close, maybe.
Oh, see. As long as they don't go up in flames.
Hindenburg.
Now that I've said that.
There's 5 of them.
Two. A couple marshmallow toasters in there. Dusk now. I believe there are 6.
Walking across the field here, many of the balloons are up. There's still some balloons to go. We got a really enthusiastic crowd tonight. It's one of the bigger crowds I've seen. Beautiful night to be out. Want to thank Lyle Ditmar of Ditmars Orchard and his family and crew out here, who's put this on for 6 straight years. It's one of the more fun events for us. We have balloons all around the region. Looks like we'll have 10 or 11 balloons glowing here in a little bit. These balloons range in size from 54,000 cubic feet, which is that pretty glow in the dark color, high visibility stuff up there, to 90,000 cubic feet. 105, excuse me, we have 105 here, second balloon in the line. Balloons typically will be between 50,000 and 140,000 cubic feet. 50,000 can take up one passenger. 150,000 cubic feet can typically take up to 7 passengers.
Onyx, let go of it. Enzo, let go of your sister.
Onyx.
Drop it.
There you go.
Good vlog material.
Enzo, hands off. Enzo. Enzo and Grayson, hands off. Don't touch.
We can make our own Bill Cosby video.
Alright, you made it.
I was like, I don't think you can find me.
We got just a couple more balloons that we want to get up. So we'll let you come on into the field and meet the pilots and the crew. Ballooning is a family sport. Most of these balloons out here are being piloted and crewed by family and friends. Of course, the teenagers will tell you they do not volunteer for it, but they know they love it. You'll see a couple different shaped balloons when you're out here, some that are more rounder and some that look more like egg shapes. The egg-shaped ones that are tall and narrow are racing balloons. They're specifically designed to go up and down at a higher rate of speed. Balloons cannot navigate or change directions left and right. All they can do is go up and down, and they rely on the wind direction at different altitudes to change direction. So the racers allow the balloons to go up and down faster and hit the different direction winds faster, gives them more precise control. A couple of the common questions that we get is, how much does a balloon cost? Anybody know how much a balloon costs? $9,000. $1 million? Considerations. First, once you're above about 12,000 feet, you need oxygen on board. Once you get above 18,000 feet, personally, I would never want to go that high in an open air basket. You need special equipment on board and need to file a flight plan with the FAA because you're now in controlled airspace that commercial airlines use. So let's get started. We'll count from 3 to 1. So count with me. 3, 2, 1, boom! Wow, that was pretty good. Let's get the balloon pilots warmed up here. There's only 1 or 2 more balloons to come up. So let's get them to glow. If you've been out here before, you know how we do this. We do a countdown, then everybody shouts glow, because these pilots cannot hear me, they can only hear you. So let's get started. We'll count from 3 to 1. So count with me. 3, 2, 1, go! Wow, that was pretty good. I feel like I'm in a concert. I see all these flash from phones and lights from phones. All right, let's get them going again. 3, 2, 1, go! Wow, that's pretty good. Let's see how well they're paying attention. Let's try something else. Let's try to get them to do a wave, and we want them to do the wave from north to south. So that's from the crowd to up the hill. Sometimes balloon pilots are not that great at following instructions, so we'll see how well they're paying attention. So when we count down, we're going to count down, but instead of saying glow, we'll say wave. And we'll start the glow from the north side, and then it'll go all the way down to the south side. So let's get started. 3, 2, 1, wave! Well, I'm not sure the people of the south really caught what we were doing, because they actually can't hear me at all way up there. So let's try that again. We're going to try a wave from the north to the south. 3, 2, 1, wave! Well, they sort of got it. So let's just get them to do a plain old glow. So get your cameras ready so we can get them all going at the same time. 3, 2, 1, glow! Okay. One, stealth. Well, see, told you.
nice and toasty. I like to get a little closer and shoot upwards.